Today we will learn about the ASA criteria for congruence of triangles. You know by now that when one figure is placed over the other in such a way that it covers the other figure completely and exactly, it means that the two figures are of the same shape and the same size, and such figures are said to be congruent. In the previous video, we learned the SAS congruence criteria of triangles. Now we will understand the ASA criteria for congruence of triangles. Suppose we have to draw triangle ABC. If you are given the length of the side AB as 6 cm, will you be able to draw a unique triangle ABC using the length of only one side? Think for a while. Let me tell you, with this information, we can draw any number of triangles, triangle ABC, but it will not help us create a unique triangle. Consider this. If you're given the length of side AB as 6 cm and the measure of angle ABC 35 degree, will you now be able to produce a unique triangle? Think for a while. Let me explain. In this case also, we can draw any number of triangles, triangle ABC. But again, we will not be able to produce a unique triangle. Now, if we know the measurement of two angles and the length of the side included between them, then we can definitely produce a unique triangle. Suppose we are given angle A is equal to 35 degree, angle B is equal to 75 degree, and AB is equal to 6 cm. Then we can easily form a unique triangle ABC. In this case, first we will draw a line segment AB with length 6 cm. Next, with the help of a protractor, we will draw angle A which measures 35 degree. Then using the protractor again, we will draw angle B which measures 75 degree. From this, we will get point C as well as triangle ABC. No matter how many times we attempt to draw triangle ABC from the given measurements, in each case we will get a congruent triangle. With this understanding, we can form another rule to check the congruency of triangles, which states, if under a correspondence, two angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. This condition of congruency is called angle-side angle criterion, or in short ASA criterion. Like here, we have two triangles. The triangle ABC has angle B is equal to 130 degree, angle C is equal to 30 degree, and the length of the included side BC is equal to 2.5 cm. Similarly, in triangle MNO, we have angle O is equal to 130 degree, angle N is equal to 30 degree, and the length of the included side ON is equal to 2.5 cm. Since the two angles, angle B and angle C of triangle ABC, and the included side BC, are equal to the two corresponding angles, angle O and angle N, and the included side ON of the second triangle MNO, both the triangles are congruent if we place one triangle over the other and adjust. We will observe that they cover each other completely and exactly. This verifies that they are congruent. Here, we can show the correspondence in this way. B is correspondent to O, C is correspondent to N, A is correspondent to M. We can write the congruence relation in symbolic form as triangle BCA is congruent to triangle ONM. Can the relation of congruency be shown only in this way? Think for a while. No, we can show it in different ways. But it is important to pay attention to correspondence when showing this relationship. Look at these two triangles. In triangle ABC, we have angle B is equal to 130 degree, angle C is equal to 30 degree, and the length of the included side BC is equal to 2.5 centimeter. Similarly, in triangle PQR, we have angle Q is equal to 135 degree, angle R is equal to 30 degree, and the included side QR is equal to 2.5 centimeter. Can we say that both triangles are congruent? Think for a while. Absolutely right. We cannot call them congruent because angle C is equal to angle R. Side BC is equal to side QR. But angle B is not equal to angle Q, which means we cannot use the ASA criterion here. Therefore, here both triangles are not congruent. Even if we place one triangle over the other, no matter how well adjusted it is, they will not cover each other completely and exactly. This verifies that they are not congruent. By now, you must have understood the ASA congruence rule. Today we learned about the ASA criteria for congruence of triangles. In the next video, we will solve some examples related to them. Today we will see some examples related to ASA criteria of congruence in triangles. In the given figure, the ray QS bisects angle PQR as well as angle PSR. Is triangle PQS congruent to triangle RQS? Here we have to find out whether triangle PQS is congruent to triangle RQS or not. We have been given ray QS bisects angle PQR. We know that the bisector of an angle divides the angle into two equal parts. With this understanding, we can say that angle PQS is equal to angle RQS. Similarly, ray QS also bisects angle PSR. Therefore, we can say that angle RSQ is equal to angle PSQ. Now, in triangle PQS and triangle RQS, angle PQS is equal to angle RQS, since they are the angles formed by the bisector QS. QS is equal to QS, since this is the common side of triangle PQS and triangle RQS. Similarly, angle PSQ is equal to angle RSQ because they are the angles formed by the bisector QS. Since two angles, angle PQS and angle PSQ, and the included side QS of triangle PQS are equal to the corresponding angles angle RQS and angle RSQ, and the included side QS of the second triangle, triangle RQS. Therefore, under the ASA congruence criterion, both these triangles are congruent. Under the correspondence, P is correspondent to R, Q is correspondent to Q, S is correspondent to S, and PQS is correspondent to RQS. Therefore, we can say that triangle PQS is congruent to triangle RQS. Always remember to pay attention to correspondence while showing the congruence relation. Next example. In the given figure, we have KL and ON are parallel and KL is equal to ON. Then, is triangle KLM congruent to triangle NMO? We have been given KL and ON are parallel and KL is equal to ON. Let's talk about triangle KLM and triangle NMO. We observe that the line segment KL is parallel to the line segment ON. And here we can consider OL as the transversal of both. You are aware that when a transversal line cuts two parallel lines, then the alternate interior angles formed are equal as depicted. Here, angle L is equal to angle O because it is a pair of alternate interior angles formed by the transversal line of the parallel lines. Angle K is equal to angle N because it is also a pair of alternate interior angles formed by the transversal line of the parallel lines, and we are given KL is equal to ON. Since here two angles, angle K and angle L, and the included side KL of triangle KML are equal to the two corresponding angles angle N and angle O, and the included side ON of the second triangle NMO. Therefore, under ASA congruence criterion, both these triangles are congruent. Here is the correspondence. K is correspondent to N, L is correspondent to O, M is correspondent to M. But if we look at the given relation of congruence, it gives us the following correspondence. Here, the correspondence of both the conditions are not satisfied. Hence, triangle KLM is not congruent to triangle NMO. Can you tell us how we can write the correct relation of congruence? Think for a while. Absolutely right. We can write it in any of the following ways. In the same manner, try to establish the congruence in different ways. Today we saw some examples related to ASA criteria of congruence in triangles. In the next video, we will see some misconceptions related to them. Today we will see some misconceptions related to the ASA criteria for congruence of triangles. Misconception 1. In the given figure, line segment LO and line segment KN intersect at point M. Are triangle KLM and triangle NOM congruent under the ASA congruence rule? Find out. In the given figure, one angle of triangle KLM and triangle NOM are equal. That is, angle L is equal to angle O. And the sides of both triangles are also equal. That is, LM is equal to OM. But since the measurement of the other angles are not shown, some students believe that both triangles triangle KLM and triangle NOM are not congruent under the ASA congruence rule. But this is a wrong assumption. Therefore, option 1 is the wrong answer. Here, based on the information provided, they fail to establish a relation between the angles or sides of a triangle. In the figure given here, line segment LO and line segment KN intersect at point M. You are aware that the intersection of two lines gives us vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are equal. So here we can say that angle OMN is equal to angle KML. Here we observe that angle L and angle M and the included side LM of triangle KLM are equal to the two corresponding angles angle O and angle M and the included side OM of triangle NOM. So under the ASA congruence rule, we can say that triangle KLM and triangle NOM are congruent. Hence, option 2 is the correct answer. Today we saw some misconceptions related to ASA criteria for congruence of triangles.